Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. If you don't know who I am, my name is Brandon Robert Athey, and I am the editor, filmer, and everything of this channel. Today is going to be a little bit different than some of my other videos. I just wanted to give you a little bit more of a face-to-face transaction, I suppose, of me telling you a little bit about my journey with cameras, how I got where I'm at today. So let's get into it. This whole thing started when I was maybe around 15, maybe even a little younger than that. I would collect cameras from yard sales and things, real old box cameras with the little switches, very old school cameras. I never really did anything with them. I just collected them. I thought they were cool. They were neat to have. I'm not sure why I liked them so much. And maybe when I was around 15, I started actually getting into editing. I started working in iMovie a little bit, doing some filming on some tape recorders, and eventually one of those little DVD recorders with the little DVDs. They used to get stuck in the computers all the time, and they were super hard to actually use. Not surprising, they didn't go anywhere. On and off through high school till I was around 18, I would film all kinds of random things. I'd bring cameras over to friends' houses and just film random things. I didn't do a lot of editing. I really just kind of recorded and then looked at the footage and ran out of space because I had no money to buy a whole bunch of extra tapes and try to make copies of everything. So I just kept recording over and over and over again over the footage that I had. I think that's when I kind of got a little bit better at the actual filming, not so much the editing. And then I had kind of a couple of years where I didn't really do anything at all with film or with my life. And then I joined the military, and while I was in the military, I got deployed to Afghanistan, and I ordered a digital video camera off the internet and started filming again in Afghanistan. I made a few videos, nothing like the war videos, anything like that. They were just silly little videos because I was bored. They were kind of fun to make. And about a year after I got back from Afghanistan, I started scuba diving a lot, and I started filming underwater, and I was filming underwater every week or so, sometimes multiple times a week, a whole lot of footage, mostly just from GoPros, underwater cameras. And then I bought another video camera and started filming my wife making samba lesson videos. She was teaching samba, and so I was filming those videos, at least attempting to. I still wasn't very good at the editing. And then when I got out of the Marine Corps around age 24, I started a business with my wife doing performing arts, where she was actually teaching people how to samba and go out and perform, and we had some other teachers doing the same thing. And that's when I enrolled in a local college for radio, television, and film. And I started learning more about the audio side of things and the broadcast and editing. There I had a great teacher. He knew Premiere Pro very well. He also was a documentary filmmaker, had a lot of work out there, and had done some commercials with like Samsung and stuff like that. And so I was completely intrigued with his work, so I soaked it up. I asked him a whole lot of questions, and I was basically doing all my homework for the business. I was making commercials while I was at school because we were editing and filming. And so I ended up making, over the course of 2 years, going through these courses and running this business, several hundred videos. And that's really when my editing took off. That's when I started getting good at it. I still didn't understand a lot of things, but it started getting better. It started making sense. After that business kind of crumbled apart, I had this kind of reawakening into the world, kind of spiritual awakening. and we shut the whole thing down, and we moved up to Michigan, and I had to get a job again because I ran out of money. And so while I was working, I was making some music and filming videos here and there as much as I could in between work. So it was maybe every couple of months I'd film a video, until I got a call from one of my friends who saw one of the videos I made, said, hey, it'd be cool if you could shoot a music video for us. So I thought that was a good idea, and I ended up filming a music video with them, which was great. It was a fun video, and that kind of piqued my interest in music videos. And so from there on, I decided, I'm going to move back to California, and I'm going to film music videos full time. So I set it all up. I was prepping to leave my job. I bought a van. I said, look, we're gonna go back out to California, and we're gonna make this happen no matter what. And we actually ended up living in a van for about 2 years while I was filming music videos, and I had an office set up in WeWork in San Diego. At that time, I was filming a music video at least every week, and I got into commercials. I ended up filming a music video with an Emmy Award-winning artist, which was pretty neat. I ended up filming a concert with an Emmy Award-winning artist, which was pretty fun. WeWork got a hold of my videos. Of course, I was in their office, but one of my videos made its way all the way up their media team, and they started hiring me to do videos. We ended up going up to LA to shoot a video at a lady that was on TV, Vanderpump Rules or something like that. There was she owned some sort of pet adoption shelter, and we went out there to do a video with their adoption center in WeWork. And then I had another video the next day, the very next morning, and somehow I ended up editing over the top. I ended up recording over the top of the footage, which I think ended up working out kind of well, because it was kind of a weird situation. It was supposed to be some sort of publicity stunt, but it didn't seem like it didn't seem like they liked it there over at the adoption center. It just kind of seemed chaotic, but nonetheless, it was pretty fun. But WeWork ended up having Red Bull come in, and they did this big event, and they hired me to film. So I got to work with Red Bull and WeWork and another big company, which was very interesting. And I did a lot of commercials after that. Kept doing music videos during this whole time, and that sort of led up to COVID-19. And at that time, our van had broken down, and we had been living in and out of hotels. And in a little period of this, we were living in tents up in the National Forest because it was free. And I was just going all out on this idea and growing broke, growing broke spiritually, going broke financially. And then COVID-19 came around, and we practically couldn't live anywhere because we were, homeless, living in tents. And they ended up closing everything down, the national forests and the campgrounds, and the hotels wouldn't let you in the hotels unless you were an essential worker. So we practically just got pushed out of California, which was actually the beginning of quite the fun journey. Come to find out, the rest of the country, all of the national forest primitive camping was open, and we were fairly well set up to camp primitively. I ended up buying a trailer and I ended up buying a trailer that I could pull behind a car, and I put solar power on top of it, and we had this whole thing set up for primitive camping. No. It worked out pretty well. We traveled for about 6 months. I filmed all over the place, national forests, and kind of just relaxed. And then some tickets. As soon as things started opening back up, there were some tickets to Mexico, like the first thing to open up, Cancun. And we were like, let's just travel a little bit. These tickets were $200 for both of us to go there. So we sold everything we had and went to Cancun. And then we didn't really like it there. We ended up getting hit by 2 hurricanes while we were there in a matter of 3 months. And so we decided to just leave. And one day we one day we just decided, hey, let's get out of here. And so we booked some tickets to fly over to Brazil. We went to Brazil and looked around a little bit. I filmed a couple of videos and took a few photos. But I wasn't doing a whole lot at that point. It was like I kind of was trying to recover and regather my life a little bit. And I didn't do a whole lot from then until now. I filmed maybe every couple of months a video, just a random video of things. I tried to do some videos of me talking, or I did a Portuguese music video of myself, which was pretty fun. And that kind of led up until this year, 2024, and this is when I decided, you know, I'm going to go full speed back into it. I'm going to commit myself to make a video on YouTube every single day, and so that's where I'm at right now. So we have a couple different formats for the videos that we're going to be working out. There's these kind of funny videos that are really just about my daily life and some of the struggles that I deal with, but more in a story form of me overcoming these problems and trying to make them a little more entertaining. They're just kind of mundane problems, like taking care of some boxes that were getting stacked up and collected at my house, which is very much not even a big deal. But I tried to bring a story out of it because it's a common thing that we experience sometimes, especially nowadays with all this delivery and all these boxes. There isn't really anywhere to put stuff. Once you get it delivered, those boxes, they stack up. And then there's going to be Q&As. There'll be some sessions like this where I talk a little bit and tell you about my life. We also have a series planned that's going to be called Let's Get Saucy, and so we're going to make sauces for food. We eat a lot of salad and like to put sauces on things, so once a week we're going to have a video that comes out that's more like a chef style, like making a sauce, like a simple sauce made well. We're going to try to turn it into some kind of artistic version of food, which should be fun. So we're looking forward to that. There's a lot going on that we're going to film this year that I have to wait to confirm most of it. So you'll see, it's about to be very exciting what's coming up. So feel free to ask me any comments, say anything, tell me things feel free to ask me any comments, let me know things, suggest things, critique my work. Please put it in the comments, let me know what you think, how you feel. I'll be more than happy to answer things. I also love the feedback, it's very helpful. And if you're interested in watching me edit any of my videos, I edit all of them live on another channel that I have a link in the description below. So if you're interested in that, feel free to come watch. Watching someone live edit videos isn't necessarily the funnest thing you can do in the world, but it is a pretty good insight to see what it's like to watch somebody edit a video from start to finish all in one day. Sometimes there's one session, two, maybe three, depends on exactly how the day goes. And there will be days where I'm not on there because there's a lot going on, trying to live a daily life and also create a video and live stream all of that in one day. It's a lot. I have, 1-year-old, 2-year-old right now and another baby on the way, and so all this is going to be kind of coming out in these videos, which will be fun, and you'll see. So stay tuned with that. Follow along with me. Check out the streams if you want to watch me edit, if you want to see exactly what my process is, and I'll be here. So thanks for joining. I'm glad you guys could be here with me. I'll see you again tomorrow.